Good day, gentlemen and ladies. This is part 2 of my Holy Spirit of the Firewood Stove. So today we're Thursday the 21st of September. Here was my mixing station. So this is my last 15 bag of concrete pre-mixed cement that I bought. It's about half, I use half of it. And that was the mixer I was using, so that was very good. And I was carrying these concrete mix, mixing it with this bucket. All right, so basically I end up climbing, well, I was able to do 2 buckets for each bag. So 15 times, all right, roughly 30, but you can add another 10 because I had to do first of all once take measurements, stuff like that. So I climbed today roughly, I'd said yesterday 50, but it's more like 40 42 times up there. And this is the bag are 66 pounds, 56 pounds each, so it's 30 pounds roughly for each time. I didn't injure myself. I'm very happy. I mean, hey, 55 years old, doing concrete mixing, climbing that roof, and I'm still doing great. I mean, no pain, of course. Yes, Tylenol, Advil, but I mean, wow. I end up doing, when I cut my forms, I cut them, it was a mistake, 2-inch too short. And it was a very good mistake that I made, because those forms, the big box that I made on my first video, I mistakenly took the wrong measurement, and that was good because the form up there are gonna stay there. The other form, to top up the 2 missing inches, I will remove them because the wrap around still cover, I need to wrap at least 2 inches. Wow, that was God telling me, Dave, don't take the measurement correctly. Anyway, it was a good mistake because that 2 inches will give me the wrap with the steel. I have to cover it completely and then wrap around 2-inch. So that insert chimney, prefab chimney, will be to the standard. All right. So these old drills, by the way, that's my father one. It still have his color from when he used to have his business, welding business. He had it like a long time ago. I remember he went to make it rebuilt, but I mean, outstanding. Like definitely, if you find one of these, buy it and go fix it or fix it yourself. I know the bearings in there were bad, and the engine was burned, so we changed the engine, and the guy was changing it, and it was very well worked. All right, so let's go upstairs. And yes, by the way, I started this morning at 9 o'clock. I had 1 hour lunch, and it's past close 5 o'clock now, so I'm very happy. So let's go upstairs. I should use my other hand because that's the hand I was carrying the bucket, so I'm most used to it. So here was my dropping station. Like I put my big bucket in there, so that was good. All right, as you can see, the sun is almost there. All right, so you can see like the box that I made, and so I did it right flush to the top of the ceramic tile, and you can see the box on each side. You can see it. Right, I had to reinforce the bottom of the box and the top. As I was filling up with concrete, the box was going to was opening, and I had some water leak, so I reinforced it, and yeah, very nice smooth surface. So that will be here smoke tight, and definitely, yeah, I'm very I couldn't ask for better. Very good work. Like you can see it close. Like, I don't want to drop the camera in Chimney, but it's right on the edge. All right, so I didn't feel myself like going up and down with the concrete bucket, and but definitely, yeah, I'm very happy. So I will let curing time. Tomorrow it's Friday. I'm gonna cover it. I'm not gonna touch it for the next 24 hours. They're calling for rain on Saturday, so I may end up coming back on Sunday, which is fine. I'm very happy it's done. And that's still the old thing here. The other thing too is the steel here. They will have no wood because it will have the steel opening from the prefab chimney, so no chance of fire. Like, and by the way, I forget to mention that is roughly 700 pounds worth of concrete and wood, and I'm weighing 215 now, so yeah, that's a lot of weight to carry up there. But I think I deserve a nice movie tonight with perhaps a beer and a popcorn. All right, so let's close that safely. I'm very happy. You won't imagine, like, I'm touching it. Yes, I will have a firewood stove this winter. Outstanding. I remember the first time when I were here doing my house hunting trip for buying the house. I tell you, I was on the highway. I said, yes, I will have a firewood stove, and yes, it's happening 2 years later. But hey, last year it was because of a missing part, but this year I've got everything, and it was not my fault. All right, planning is everything. All right, cheers. I was supposed to tell you that at the beginning, but please read all your manual when you buy your stove. They will tell you all the spec, the distances to follow, to respect, in accordance of your the maker of the wood stove, in case draw. And then you have to look for your country, state, provincial, and municipal laws for the correct wood stove that you need to buy. All right, there's various type, there's various law in construction building code that you have to follow. All right, for me, I'm above water on everything. All right, like, you know me, I read the book. I've been installing wood stoves many times. I'm always above what the minimum, the requirement. I'm always about. I'd rather be safer than to be under the minimum or the minimum, because with fire you don't mess around. So that's why I've got 3 fire extinguisher, 9 smoke detector, 4 CO2 detector, 2 gas because of the propane detector, 1 downstairs, 1 at each level. So yes, safety first. All right, folks. Cheers. Good day, gentlemen and ladies. So we're Friday the 22nd. It's the day after my big concrete mix and bring up all the way to the roof day. I'm doing very well. I'm not even on pills. Yesterday I don't know, for some reason I had pain, but this morning I'm feeling fine. A little bit sore on my shoulder, but I try to cut off on pills. And well, I'm cutting off on pills. If it pains, I can, you know what I mean, try to reduce my painkiller consumption. But I'm winning it. All right, so today, what I'm going to do is I dry fit the double wall pipe stove. Okay, why double wall is I always go with double wall stove, pipe stove, because of a safety reason. It's give you a double protection, and also in this case here, since I don't have the proper clearance for a single pipe, I don't remember the distance. I think it's 24 inches. But if you put a double, you can reduce it to half. And even half, if I do remember, like, I only have like 8 inches of clearance from the that pipe here, which I was thinking to move away, but it's too complicated. This is the pipe from my kitchen sink. So what I've done, what I'm going to do is on the top of that, I'm gonna put another pipe here, and also another corner here, which is gonna be inverted. So the pipe will be like this, and this one. So that will cut in half again. Each time that you put a 1 inch hair gap with a steel permanently fixed, like screws, you cut the half of the distance. So with that, I will be like, I had 8 inches, and now it will be cut in half, which is I'm legal. Legal mean it's common sense, and on the top of that, it's more safe. It's gonna be secure just in case of something happening, like a fire. All right. By the way, the idea about the concrete post chimney, it come from here. I have exactly the same length. It's 24, and I have here it's 29. Up there I did 27. So that's come from that idea here. That's all they do. And the reason why I'm not putting the stove so close is because the clean out door is right here. So I need some space, so I'm able to take like, if I do like this, I have plenty of space to and this is the dirt from the concrete. But, and by the way, they're making in Brockville, if you can see it, Smart Brockville, 9x9, number 2, clean out door. So yeah. All right. I don't know if you notice the beam. There's 2 support beam here. They are made of concrete. The other one is on the other side. But the main beams are former railroad track. And as you can see, they just flip it around. They put it on the beam, and that's what is supporting both of my floors. So there's one here, and the other one is all the way down there. Same thing on the other side. And that was the former house, concrete. And I had an extension done in the back, as you can see. And this is my fire extinguisher, CO detector. I've got also another CO2 detector there. And this is an extension where as my main board is. And this is where I clean. It's my working men's cave area. On this side, it's all insulated with styrofoam, so it will be very easy to finish. I plan to finish it that side very easy. I just have to put here they put gyps, and with the roof like this. But on this side, it used to be finished. It even have a floor before, and they had a water damage back in late 70s. So they did end up putting I don't know, I didn't open yet, but this is the this is a trap there, a P trap. I didn't inspect it yet, but if it's not installed, I'm gonna pierce that concrete and install one. All right, definitely. But since then, they have no more water damage, so I guess they fix it. On this side, this is the gas pipe also, the propane for my oven and also for the barbecue. And I just realized the yeah, this is the one from the oven, so that one is closed, it's open, and I have another valve which is closed for the barbecue, which is quite smart. When you do install propane, install a line for your barbecue. I don't have a barbecue, but the owner, each time, like in Shefford, he really liked the idea of having a line for the propane. You don't have to exchange, you never lack of propane. Yeah, on this side, what I was saying is this side will be closed, and it's gonna be it's not insulated. As you can see here, that's something I need to fix. This is the ground I was talking about, simply on the water pipe, which is not good. Can you imagine having a shower, you're having a water, and then the lightning come and that ground get electrolyzed, and I have my feet like the water drying on the drain, and that's the ground. I will be fried. So that's why it's no comment on that. So here it's gonna be it's not gonna be this summer, probably the incoming summer is I'm gonna insulate it with styrofoam like on the other side, and I will have a wood plank basically, and I'm gonna redone that ceiling. I just have for some reason he had to cut it off. The reason why he cut it off, he told me that the gentleman who had the house, he needed space to for doing the plumbing, because he redo all the electricity. So that's why he cut it off. So I'm gonna reinstall the gyps, redo the joint, because some joint definitely need. He had even have access here. This is, I don't know what was, that must be the kitchen is there, so I guess he was planning to do something there. Anyway, one thing I forget to mention is each time that I was going up and down the ladder, I was taking one glass of water. So I drank a lot of water yesterday because I sweat a lot. It was a warm day, it was only 18 degrees Celsius, but still on the roof it was more like 25. So today I bought the special piercing tools, and I will pierce all the holes in there. Some already done, but I still have to pierce some holes. It's easier, and install it permanently. That stove, like you can see, it's brand spanking new. I cannot wait to have it installed. Like, wow. And there you go. It's so smooth, eh? And of course, before lighting up, I'm gonna clean this area. You remember these from my old-time subscriber? That's where I put rocks. Yes, I will reactivate. I'm gonna put two of them on each side, so the heat build up. And I remember my train. All right, that's it. And thank you very kindly for all your outstanding support for this project and my videos. All right, an update is what I end up doing is I use a flat screwdriver, and very like on the edge I was scraping all the sticker, and it went very well, because within 10 minutes I remove all the stickers. Still a pain of the bum, but yeah, definitely use a sharp flat screwdriver, and put it on the edge like this, and you can shave off all the sticker. All right. Cheers. So before putting back in there, just make sure that the piece here is in good condition. It's not rusted and fully inserted. I'm gonna look inside in here. Yeah, I'm gonna do a small cleanup because there's some curls that left. One, I don't know if I can show you that. I need a piece of paper. I don't know if I can show you that, but you can You can see the vacuum if I let it go and then boop. I don't know if you're able to see that. Okay, let's do like this instead. Look at that. Boop. it really does pull hair. Boop. Having a chimney, I noticed that when I installed my chimney back in Sheffield for the downstairs. If the chimney is outside, sometimes you have back air coming because of the pressure, so you need to keep a window open slightly to equalize the pressure so the air can circulate. But if the chimney, like I was living here, my chimney was in the middle of the house like this, the chimney is always warm and it's always gonna suck up air. Which kind of air exchanger? Like a free one, because you saw it, the paper was going up. One thing I completely forgot. Yes, I installed the stove myself. I put back the brick, the tubes and everything. I forget, when you install yourself your stove, this is my third stove that I installed myself. Make sure the stove is while level. Alright, so put your level left to right, back to forth. Make sure it's level. It's very important because the firebox need to have it to be at level, and it's try to be most precise, not crazy precise. Like for this stove, what I end up doing, I only putting one letter patch in there in the corner, and same thing on that side. White letter, because on concrete it gives more surface than like a coin or a washer. Tile, ceramic tile, it's a different ball game. You want to have a large surface, so the ceramic, it's not centered to a small area, so you need to have a large area. And this one, it was exactly like this. I put the level patch and everything was level. All right. It's also for the door. Yes, I was trying to remember why. When you open the door, all right, so the door is closing click itself like this. Let's do another demonstration. See, the door have a tendency now. I'm just gonna keep it like this. I'm stopping it. There we go. So the stove is built like that. So put the stove level and the door will swing out. The way they do it, it's like this. But what the insurance want is the door have a tendency to close like a fridge basically. So same thing happened. All right, that was my little tip. Yeah, when you install that, always use wood. Don't bang on the hammer like this. I always have a tendency to put the joining on the bottom because that's where it's the coldest, and if you put it on the top, that's where it is the warmest. So the joining of the pipe, always put it on the bottom. Like this. And it's a nicer finish, so the joining is always in the same way. All right. That's gonna be tough because I need to go like this. All right. Now, of course, what you do is you level the top, and then and then you start to screw. All right. So I'm gonna screw first of all the joining from the chimney. This is a very important because that's where flame can go. Alright, this self-pursing screws are stainless steel, so it's on the other side. I'm gonna do this side so you guys can see it better. Okay. See, I had like 3 coats to go through, so alright, so this one here. Alright, so you have the basic ID, and this is secure. I'm gonna do the other side too. Alright, stick around. Cheers. As I was speaking, I just discovered I forget to do one there, so last demo. Now, let's do the other side. Now, the one for the stove, it's very tricky because they already have some holes, so it's... And I forgot to mark them, so what I'm saying is mark the hole before where it is. It's gonna be so much easier, and I don't want to lose everything, so I know you're somewhere. Oh well, you know what? It's only 2 holes, 1 on each side, so I'm gonna pierce it. I'm gonna do a small drill, then a little bit bigger, because this is definitely, it's 1/4 thick steel, so I'm gonna be there for a little bit of time. But remember my trick, do mark your hole, because there's pre-piercing hole. Whew, I'm gonna go with a different Alright, so it is feasible. Okay, I'm gonna go with the slightly bigger. Alright, the pipe here, it's a double wall adjustable length, so I ended up cutting it because it was too long, but you still have to secure that one, so right above it, that's where I'm going to make another hole. Where did you go? And this is only for aesthetical look. There's a 1, 2, 3. There's 3 coats of steel there. So, all right, let's do the other side. But you get the basic idea. So there's no way in the world, even if I throw a grenade in that stove, the pipe will come up. All right, so time to install the hat over the double wall steel pole. You can see it's quite rigid now. Why only 2 screws? Well, I put it on the lower part here, so there's no way that the heat will have effect on the screws. So the other part is right here. So in case of a safety, that's how you installed it. So I get the 3 screws here. There's 3 screws here. The reason why, because you want it really attached on the double wall steel adjustable pipe. I've got the 2 on each side, so that way it's really stick to the all the stovepipe are all attached. There's no way that they're gonna come out in the event of an explosion or a meltdown. All right, so this is going to be like that basically, and this will be over like so. And I will make sure again it's really against that, so that will definitely and later on you're gonna see it on the video, I'm going to attach that. The stovepipe will gonna be attached on the, I don't know if you can see that, the stovepipe will gonna be attached on the concrete wall. All right, stick around. Cheers. I didn't like that gap, and it was not level. I put a level, put it level there. It's very important. No air gap between this and this. It's flush all around. It's so much looking nicer. It's all flush in there. When it was a little bit higher, so like they have different size, like I was telling you. So make sure it's flush. This one, try to have the same level, and yeah, very nice. It's much looking better like this, and it's much safer. If in case something happened, the flame won't go there. It's gonna stay on the top there. All right, so yeah, just definitely it's a much nicer look. Yes, of course you can cut it there and it will be much nicer, but for me having that extended, it will have a better protection. So it's almost flush at the from there, it's flush, so it's a, I mean, wow. It's pretty safe. So let's do these. All right, stick around. I installed the color all around, which need to be flush at the stove, and you just need to screw it. You don't need to screw it directly to the chimney, since I already have the stove, since I have the stove pipe already drilled on each side. So this one, it's added safety feature. So that's in the event, then I mean there's 4 coat of steel in there, so but it does need a nicer finish, and that's why remember when I was piercing the hole there and then the other one, it's covering the screw, so it's yeah, very nice finish like this. All right, with the proper concrete cement drill, and about half an hour later I managed to, this one is very strong. I put insert also, and this one is also touching the liner and the liner inside, and so is this side too. So now finally the stove is installed. The only thing left, it's perhaps another steel sheet above, which I'm thinking, but we'll see about that. All right. I mean, come on. There's a limit about safety. This thing is a bullet proof. I mean, explosive fortress proof. I mean, jeez whiz. There's no way in the world, and come on each side, everything is screwed in there. Wow. So let's clean up that. And again, thank you very kindly. Remember, life is good. That would be my last update. All right. Cheers.